I thought today I would do a little day in the life vlog of living in Spain. Oh my god, that seagull has a crab.
You didn't know back then what you've been knowing now.
I made a video about this on Instagram, but there's a slide and I'm about to approach it. When I first came across it, I was like, oh my god, I really want to go down the slide, but I cannot do that. I'm a full-blown adult. That would be really weird. And what happens if I would like slide off the end and hurt myself? And I've been down it a few times now. I remember the first time I wanted to go down the slide and I was like, oh my god, I can't. What happens if I fall off? I hurt myself, I look like an idiot. And then it was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like a deep sense of like, I can't do this, even though I very much can go down the slide and I'm not gonna hurt myself. It was like my brain was stopping me, but as soon as I went down I was like, actually that wasn't so bad. And then the next time I came on the walk I went again and I was like, okay, that was a little bit better. And then now I'm like, why was I ever scared of like to go down the slide? Like as a kid you're never scared. And there's a lot of areas of my life sometimes where I have the same feeling of like this deep sense of like there's like a blocker and I'm like, I can't do that, even though I very much can. Trying to notice when that comes up in other areas of my life and trying to apply the same thing that I did with something so simple as going down a slide. Without further ado, let's go down the slide.
I'll still be here with you. Are we big winners yet?
I'm about to have some apple cider vinegar and some water because apparently it's really good for making sure your blood sugar doesn't spike. And now I'm gonna have my breakfast, which if you guys have watched any of my recent videos, you know that I'm currently obsessed with cottage cheese. I love, 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 love. Can I do like a heart? Love her. She's so high in protein, she's so quick and easy, and she doesn't disappoint. And it's nice, it's so light. Like the last thing I want to do right now is have super like bulky like meals in the summer. Like it's just too hot. Like the thought of having like a big meal every morning is just too much. So this, mwah, I love her. I'm about to put in some peanut butter from Mercadona. If you ever come to Spain, or if you are from Spain, or if you live here, you know that Mercadona is the shit. I love her so much. Although she's a little bit expensive, so I have been going to Lidl a little bit more often. All of their own brand stuff is so good. Fruit and veg is always so fresh. The only bone I have to pick with Mercadona is that she's quite expensive, so I don't go to her all that often. So what I've done is I've literally put in like a little bit of peanut butter into my cottage cheese. I'm also going to put in some vanilla, so some cinnamon, a little sprinkle of cinnamon. Okay, that was a big, that's a big sprinkle. And then the final touches is some honey. So a little squeezy squeeze. And then basically just like mix it all together. The cottage cheese is super high in protein. I think in like one tub. What's that? 23 grams of protein in this. The one from Mercadona has nearly 30. I think it has like 29. So I do prefer the one from Mercadona, but this is all I could get. And then I have my rice cakes also. Finished the gym and I'm going to the supermarket, and I feel like my spidey senses are telling me it's going to be disgustingly busy. It's super busy in the supermarket. It's like if you leave anything for shopping until this time, especially on a Saturday, it's disgusting. So many people. Yeah, I haven't written a shopping list. I'm literally just freestyling with stuff that like I normally cook. I am so happy to be home. That was, I think it's the mixture between the heat, like it's so hot, and there's just so many people. It's like, it's the busiest weekend, I think, of the year here. So many people, I think, have come down, both like Spanish tourists and also international tourists to come down to the coast for the weekend, because it's a long weekend because it was bank holiday yesterday, and it is just, and all the shops are closed yesterday, so it's just so busy. Oh my god, I was gonna vlog in Mercadona, but I was like, there's literally no way. There's no way that I can do this. I tried, but I was getting very overstimulated, and also just didn't really want to make people feel uncomfortable, like, by getting them in video. Like, that's not really fair, so it was too busy. I was in and out of there faster than you could say, did you do a food shop? I'm gonna make some lunch. Later on, I'm going to the Feria in Málaga, which after that experience I'm really not looking forward to, because it's just gonna be like, there's a lot of people and it's gonna be super hot. I'm gonna go, I think, for a bit just to experience it, because I've never properly gone to the one in Malaga. I think I'm gonna go for like a few hours. As soon as it gets to about like 11:30, 12, it's game over. Like, it's just so hot. Unless you're gonna be by the pool or going to the beach, I don't really recommend it. I've been living in Spain now for nearly 6 years. When I first moved here, obviously I would spend like my summers going to the beach, I'd be tanning, and this year I'm super duper pale. Like, when I remember I used to try and find like foundation to match my skin tone, and I would have to like find porcelain, but then porcelain sometimes would still be too dark, like when it would oxidate. Naturally, I'm a pale girl, so being in the sun, my skin doesn't really appreciate it that much. I do try to wear sunscreen. I'm not the best. I always wear Factor 50 on my face, but I'm not the best at putting it on my body during the day, just because I sweat. Like, I'm a sweaty girl, and I already feel so sticky, so like putting on sunscreen makes me feel even more sticky, and it's not cute. It doesn't feel very nice. I know that I should wear it on my body, but I've just been like avoiding the sun, essentially, like walking in the shades. I think I've been to the beach like a handful of times, but with friends, but I haven't been by myself to tan. I just went to the dermatologist and he told me that my chest skin here was basically aging a lot faster than the rest of my body, so I've been like trying to cover this up when I'm out in the sun. I'm just way more aware that I'm like, oh my god, no, I don't want to burn, because I don't want my skin to age or increase my chances of getting skin cancer, and I've already burnt so many times in my life that I'm like, I don't want to increase that any more than I already have. So yeah, basically I'm not really for the tanning life, which makes living on the Costa del Sol in peak summer pretty difficult, just because it's so hot and the only things you can do are really go to like the beach and be like by a body of water, but then that means you're in the sun. So yeah, I've just kind of been like spending a lot of time inside, or just like enjoying my mornings before the sun comes up. But yeah, usually like before the summer, me, my boyfriend and his mum would go and dip in the morning, so we would like go down to the sea, have a little morning dip. But even with that, like, we've not wanted to, just because it's so hot even in the morning and so sticky, and it's just, there's a lot of people that have been out drinking, so like the beaches aren't super clean in the morning. Like, it's just not, it's not cute. Summer isn't actually my favorite time. I'd say my favorite time is like September, October. My favorite months, because it's a lot cooler, there's less people, I feel like you can enjoy everything. I don't know, it's just a nicer time in general. Anywho, I went to the supermarket and I spent 50 euros. I got a few bits. I just got lots and lots of fruit, because we are still in season to have like nectarines, peaches, plums, and at Mercadona you get everything that's basically in season. Also got some blueberries, a mango, let that man go, papaya, yeah, plums, peaches. So I've got 2 types of plums, these guys. I also got these like flat peaches. So that's it on the fruit, and then I stocked up on cottage cheese. I got 4 of those. I got some chicken, mushrooms. Oh, and these soy curls, which was like texturized soya. I had never had these until recently, and I just picked them up and they were like chilling in my cupboard for ages. And I tried looking for recipes online, but there was really like not that many at all. But I did find a few, and basically I tried them the other day and they were really good. They kind of reminded me of the fake chicken that you can buy, but this way it's just like little pieces. Like, this is them there, and you rehydrate them and then they kind of get a little bit bigger. So I rehydrated them in, what's it called? Caldo, stock. And then I marinated them and fried them, and they were so good, like really delicious, so I really recommend. And I also bought some red lentil pasta and some cream, because oh my god, I'm obsessed with mushroom and tuna creamy pasta. It was one of those things where I was like, what do I have in the house? And I had those things and I was like, I don't know if this works, but I gave it a go and it was delicious, so I really recommend. And I also bought these, I got some more of these chewing gums, which have xylitol in them, which I love. They're €1, bargain. But yeah, you get 32 pieces and it's got like xylitol. So basically after you eat, you have like 2 of them, and the xylitol essentially kills the plaque in your mouth, because plaque loves sugar, But plaque also loves xylitol. When you have xylitol, the plaque will eat that and die. It's great for like if you're out and about and you can't brush your teeth, but you just had like a meal, pop 2 of these in your mouth, chew, 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 kill, kill, kill. Other stuff I got was just like avocados. Oh my, hello. Potatoes and avocados as well. A basic time me over shop that'll last me a few more days with me and my boyfriend, and then I'll have to do another food shop. So for that one I'll probably plan more accordingly. I just got like the basics that I always get. This is just like the rinse and repeat stuff that I always have in the house. So I'm gonna make some lunch now and put all of this away. Not right now, Michael. I'm gonna take you guys and show you what a feria is like. An absolute nightmare trying to find parking. I went to one place and they were like, no, can't park here, road's closed. So now I'm having to drive to another place, but there's so much traffic and traffic lights. So it's saying it's gonna take me 10 minutes to get there, and I don't even know if I can park there. Let's go to the feria. Really not the cutest of areas. It was honestly giving me the heebie-jeebies. I was like, I don't really fancy walking back this way by myself tonight. But the girls have said that they'll walk with me, and at least then we'll be in a group, even though I don't really feel so happy with them walking here either. But hopefully, because it's the fair, there should be a lot of people around. But yeah, oh, got a little whiff of piss there. Delicious. Like I said, I've only ever been once. It was last year, and we took the train, and the train was disgusting to the point that it was like you were sardined on. Yeah, I just couldn't be bothered. Ended up thinking like, I was like, driving should be fine, and I can just be me, myself, and I, happy days. How wrong I was. Like, was not expecting there to be that much traffic. I forgot how much of a big deal that the Málaga Feria was. So anyway, I need to figure out where my friends are, figure it out, and take my little legs all the way to them. I took a little video before when I was driving, naughty naughty, but of everyone on their horses because classic. But yeah, that's like such a thing here. I remember when, oh, it's actually an 18-minute walk down. She far.
Head east on Calais Parauta toward Calais.
I honestly, like, why out me like that? I'm a local, I know what I'm doing. Also, I'm bringing so much more attention to myself, obviously, by holding this massive fuck off camera. Okay, guys, yeah, I'm from here. Do you even go here? Oh, the horses. I remember when I first like moved here and I started like getting a little bit more involved in the culture side of things, and I remember coming home once after being at the supermarket and I didn't know what was going on, and there was just a bunch of people on horses having drinks, like getting drunk, and I was like, okay. The norm here when it comes to the feria is like all the rich families get together on their horses and have a few bebidas, a few beveraginos. All of these bars, like casetas, will be disgusting later. But this is all very tame, and this isn't even busy, honestly. I feel like it gets disgusting, like all of these places gets filled to the brim with the people's drinkings and the dancing, which I will not be here for because I'm the grandma and I will be going to bed. But I will be here for a little boogie woogie. But we are still on a mission. There's so much horse poo everywhere. I believe they're in here. bought these balloons. And yeah, for €4 for 3 darts. Okay. What's happening? All people waiting to go inside. It's no bueno.